All right. When Senson's done making noises and doing other things to get ready for the show, and we're here. I'm Eric Paul Johnson.
Yes, and I'm Eric Winsenson.
And this, of course, is Bob. Bob.
Bobby.
Yeah. Who will be reading replies when I do them. But before we get to replies for Stranger on a Quiet Street, Jib Khan had something to say about Torok's review of the podcast last week, who said it was amateurish. So
Jim Kahn says, "Hey, I love your podcast. I think there's a distinct difference between amateur and informal. I realize different people have different expectations, but as far as I'm concerned, I put you guys in the latter category. It's like getting together with some fellow fans and friends and discussing this immense catalog. Lots of fun. If anyone wants the big bells and whistles, maybe they can throw in a few $100 via your Patreon, perhaps." Yes.
There's an idea. Yeah. Or directly to PayPal. What is it? E.L.O. FTM pod. I don't know what the Gmail address is. Yeah, Patreon.
ELO, I don't know.
Yeah,
Or
Patreon.
ELO FML.
Yep. I don't know. Yeah, or Patreon. You give us money, and we can get a really nice big setup, big mixing board, and get one for Eric over there, and all that kind of stuff. And the amateur thing kind of confuses me, because I've heard amateur podcasts, and they sound really amateurish. Like the microphone's way on the other side of the room, and you get all kinds of background noise, and if there's any editing, it's bad editing, and there's no music bed or anything like that.
But other than the microphone being way over there, don't forget.
Yeah.
I really want to get close to you.
Yeah. Or there's that. Or they're right up against it. Yeah. So I try to make things.
Or they think they're a death metal singer and just swallow the mic, which even real death metal singers figure you're not supposed to swallow the mic.
Yeah. So I try to make things sound as good as I can with what we've got to work with. But, hey, like he said, Patreon, a few $100. That'd be great. We can get Karen, our end credits girl, a brand new Mac instead of the one she uses from 2008 that is so old that any Audacity update that involves stereo recording is too advanced for her 2008 iMac.
Well, we probably want to pause on getting her a new Mac because, until she's in a situation where the Mac isn't going to disappear.
Yeah. Informal. Yes, I do keep it informal. I like that. I like listening to informal. I like radio shows and things where it's like we're all friends, we're just getting together, we're having a good time talking about whatever. I don't like formal. Formal is boring. NPR is boring. And if we just give you straight facts and here's the discussion about the song without just sounding like a couple of friends getting together talking, that's boring. That's boring.
I am Brad Futterbud, here to talk about wheat. Wheat. It grows.
All right, this is where I turn over to Dave Pratt or anybody with some excitement.
Exactly.
And I don't like Dave Pratt, so it's people out there in the world. I'm not crazy about his morning show wackiness. More of a Brandmeier, Tim and Willie kind of guy. Okay, is that it for that one anyway?
That's it for that one.
Yeah, Patreon.
Everybody else was talking about the
song.
Oh yeah, everybody else talking about the song. Corey's talking about the song, not the podcast.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where I left off here on the sheet in front of me that you see in the glasses. Corey Gomel, now comments about Stranger on a Quiet Street, which I can't remember much about what he said in the episode because I forgot to listen to it before we did this, and we recorded that thing like 10 weeks ago, so it's my head's already on El Dorado Instrumental and Dark City, putting those together. So whatever we said, apparently it wasn't good. Corey Gomel, I'll share with you the secret sauce. I write my comments first, then listen to the podcast. Then sometimes I go back and edit accordingly. Let me tell you how much I love this song. I had to study Circle of Fifths just to understand what Jeff was talking about in an interview he gave about the song. He didn't know what it was either. Oh, I forgot, Bobby. He just thought the chord progression sounded good. Of course. Jeff's voice and the melody and chorus are just out of this world fantastic. Everything in this song works, and I still listen to this song a lot to this day. The song builds in the way Free Fallin' builds. There is none better than Jeff at song craftsmanship. Well, yeah, I will agree with you with that. Whether I like the song or not, he does know how to build a nice song. Where did I leave? Oh, there it is. This song, along with a few others, proved to me that Jeff could still write a brilliant song and Zoom was going to fit in just fine. And oh yeah, Rosie was the stranger. And Eric W., that's him. What was that about not liking the topic of the song? You don't like the Getting the Girl songs? You realize that's half of rock and roll. The other half is losing that same girl. And then there's Mr. Blue Sky. But that's it. I personally don't put restrictions on song topics. I first want to hear the song before I pass judgment. But that's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one.
Oh, I didn't pass judgment until I heard the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like John Anderson's Animation, the title song from his third album. I'm going, animation, okay, John Anderson lyrics and everything. It turns out to be about his kid being born or something. And yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't tell very much from a song other than unless it's named after whoever they're singing about.
Mm-hmm.
Person happens to be real. I really can't tell much about that. And that also doesn't really tell me much either because they may just be trying to do a song in the style of that person.
Right.
So I have to listen to the song in order to get where it's going. And then when I hear it, I wouldn't really say that with Stranger on a Quiet Street because, yeah, I did listen to the episode from the other day, and yeah, neither of us loved it, but neither of us really had any hatred for it.
Yeah, that's my thinking too.
It just wasn't. It was just there,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I don't really hate the song or anything like that. It's just kind of there. And tell you the truth, I didn't even really remember how the song went until I heard the beginning of the podcast. And I think I mentioned in the podcast that I was already forgetting how the song went.
Yeah.
And it's really any topic that song could have been about. I think I would have had the same reaction. It's just that the whole, oh my God, I'm so in love is, yeah. It rarely works. Sometimes it does. But when it's a real the thing is, it works better when it's not a real person.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that.
I mean, a song like Build Me Up Buttercup is all sweet and sugary and everything, but hey, everybody, I just mentioned the title of it. Now everybody's got in their heads.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll probably be whistling it the rest of their day.
Yeah.
So it's a great song.
And as far as I know, it's not about anybody specific.
Right. And lyrically, it's not anything out of this world.
No, it's just your generic "I love you" song.
Yeah.
Lyrically.
But just like Strange Magic, lyrically, it's not anything out of this world. But
yeah.
But now I've got everybody. But thank you. I just got Build Me Up Buttercup out of your head and put Strange Magic back in. So
well, both are good.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I kind of the same way. There's, I mean, it's different for every song because, I mean, yeah, half of rock songs are about how dreamy my girl is, and it depends on how syrupy, saccharine you get with your words about how you think the girl is so dreamy. Um, if it's over the top like an Air Supply song, even though I like Air Supply, I'm still kind of, come on. I know she's great, but do you have to get that mushy on us? Um, but plenty of love songs where even if they're about a real person, I don't know. It's all in the delivery and all in the words you use. That will decide whether it's just saccharine pap or something that's just mind-blowingly strong and amaze balls. So,
Exactly.
yeah. All right.
Jim Kahn says, "Sorry, guys. I respectfully disagree with virtually everything expressed on this occasion, except for the casting of Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan. That was spot on."
I didn't know we talked about Khan. I have to go
I did.
listen to that.
I mentioned Star Trek Into Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I mentioned that offhand about Benedict Cumberbatch playing Khan.
I, I got to listen to
And
this episode. It sounds like it was pretty good.
yeah, it was. All of our episodes are pretty good.
Yeah, I try.
State of Mind. Yeah, State of Mind was. I
Yeah,
listened to that one, and that one was. Well.
yeah, yeah. It's clear that both of us probably had about an hour or two of sleep that day, and but it was go time. So let's just get this out of the way. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And yeah, if it's not Ricardo Montalban, I don't want to see anybody else play Khan because it's not going to be. It's just going to be a half shadow of what was freaking awesome in
Yeah,
originally. Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch is good in
Oh
certain
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Nice little scam call coming in.
Oh
Okay, I was about to shut the thing down.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, he is good in things, but um, playing a well, they really got to work on that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
Uh,
I'm gonna slightly divert.
okay,
Um, I saw the ending of that movie coming. Kirk is dead, and I'm thinking, well, this isn't 1984. They're not going to stretch this out into another movie. They're going to wrap this up soon. It's like, oh, I know what's going to happen. Because that Tribble came to life, they're going to figure out to use Khan's DNA to make Kirk come back to life. And then about 10 minutes later, that's what happened. So,
no, I was going to say they need to really kind of fix some of the past timelines since Khan and the eugenics wars and everything was supposed to
yeah.
happen in the 1990s,
Yes, yes.
and they didn't really do any retroactive change to that in Star Trek 2 either. So I
No,
don't
and
really know about Darkness when it was supposed to have taken place if it still takes place in the 90s.
yeah. And also in the 1990s, we have interstellar traveling ships they might be smaller than the Enterprise, but they can still, with life support and artificial gravity, which was
Yeah,
that's quite must be. I'm going to say it was a secret project, and we don't know anything about it, and we won't know anything about it until 2264. So
exactly.
yeah,
Yep. Just like listening posts on the moon.
exactly. Ken Buzzard. Jeff's chorus sounds a bit like "Stranger on a Crime Spree." Once you've heard it, never unheard. LOL. You're absolutely right because I'm running it through my head now and I'm hearing "Stranger on a crime spree." Yeah,
I would like that more.
yeah, I do too.
Mike Hudson says, "I really thought you guys and Troy would have liked the song a lot better than you say you do. Personally, I think it's one of the best song tracks on the album, and I also think it would have been a better lead singer single than All Right. Most things would have been off that album.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah, I like the more somber verses, and then the way the song blooms in the choruses. And as EPJ said, the mournful cello adds a lot to the song. I like those revolving, intertwining vocals in the choruses too. This isn't the best song E.L.O.'s done by far, but it's pretty good. Too bad the inspiration for the song didn't work out for Jeff.
Yeah, maybe. Although it was 2001, I'm hoping at this point he found somebody that was better, worked out better since what happened back then. Yeah, this is kind of why I like reading your replies to the stuff. I hadn't really thought about the intertwining vocals. I do like that. If I'm rememberizing right, that I thought the song was, the intertwining vocals, that was pretty good. I did like those. Okay. And Hellbag from our YouTube channel, the Electric Light Orchestra podcast channel. You can go there, subscribe. We're up to 130 something subscribers now, so there's got to be more than 130 something people that like E.L.O. in the world.
Yeah, but most of them have to figure out how to use a computer and use YouTube.
Well, yes. As one of the videos at our E.L.O. YouTube channel show, my 9.5-year-old daughter stepdaughter, had to show me how to subscribe because I didn't know that. Well, I knew how to subscribe. You click the subscribe button. I didn't know you had to click on the bell to get notifications for, oh, here's a new video of who you're subscribed to. So, yeah. Hellbag wrote, on my very first 2001 listen, Soaqs, Soaqs, Stranger on a Quiet Street, really made me smile. Like the harmonies and the cello and the end flourish. Yeah, I will give you that. The harmonies, the cello, and the end flourish was pretty good. I did like those, but I don't know. I think just overall, I thought the song was. It's not bad, but I think as Wallace once said when sampling one of these sponsors' products for the Wallace and Ladmo show, it's good. Not great, but good. So. All right.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, hit the bell for notification, tip your waiter, and try the veal. We'll be here all the week.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. Yeah. All right. I think we're done here.
We're done here.
Mm-hmm.